Hello, Scorpio. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries, meaning there's a new video that comes to you every single week, including its extended reading. Remember, you have two choices now. You can either purchase the extended reading singular, or you can purchase them all in a group forever, ever, get access to all the extendeds and access to me twice a week to ask any tarot card questions you want by becoming an Unbound member. So I hope to see you there because we have such a wonderful little community that's growing. But this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. You're going to get a little bit of astrology in the very beginning, and then we're going to just head right into the Oracle of Tarot cards, okay? In fact, Scorpio, why don't you tell me by leaving the comments below, tag the timestamp, what part of the reading is resonating with you most? What part of the reading where you're like, holy crap, oh my God. I would love to know where you're resonating most. So leave that in the comment area, and I can't wait for your responses. The astrology for this week, I love where it is at for you because there's just such a sense of I'm okay being wrong. And a lot of times you're like, Scorpio, what? No, this time around, the onus, the attention is primarily on, I just want my life to be right. It's not about my pride being right. I just want my life to be right. And if I'm wrong, and that means that I've got to accept a wrong in order to learn how to do it right, I want improvement. I want development. I want growth. I'm not going to sit here stuck, convinced by somebody else, or especially the most powerful force in the world, myself, that I am now obligated to continue in this wrong. I'm not. But I am if I don't admit it to myself, right? So I'm empowering myself to admit that maybe I didn't know as much, or maybe I got to take steps back in order to be launched forward. This is something that you're starting to be very comfortable with, because what's becoming very evident for you right now, Scorpio, is how uncomfortable it is being stuck in a situation that you have to always course correct in order to make it right. If it ain't on course with you, then it needs to be let go. And this is a wonderful time for you to have the ability to release more easily than you normally do. It's never going to be easy, right? Scorpionic energy likes to hold on to things. It gets attached emotionally. It doesn't allow itself to feel easily, but once it does, it kind of gets stuck in that feeling. And there's a sense, a mentality now to, okay, you know what? I don't have to. I'm not obligated to do it that way, right? Something new came, something new will come again. I don't have to make the same mistake, not twice, but the same mistake over and over and over again. If something ain't working, I'm about to let it go. And this is all coming from you kind of realizing you got shit to do with your life. You know, you got more important stuff to do than be stuck in a mediocre place, because that's just not your focus right now. There's this push in your ego to help support your soul, you know, and that's a really good place for you guys to be in terms of seeing your breakthrough, your life progress. Why? Because we're usually the things that hold ourselves back, right? We're usually the biggest obstacle. We can yell at other people, we could project it onto them, but we are usually the biggest obstacle. And something that I want to remind you and bring your attention to, where you are clogging up energy in one part of your life, like a stuck relationship will equal a stuck career. And I know you're like, no, Michelle, you know. No, it's true, because energy is energy. And if you're resisting yourself and lying to yourself in one part of your life, then all that energy flow is being cut off. So it's like universally to get unstuck and to release yourself is something that you are really empowered with the ability to do in this energy this week. Let's get into the cards. Sometimes I can't decide which ones I want, guys. All right, you ready? We have Canary Spirit, Sing Your Own Song. Bam. And ain't that the point, right? Be here now. This is Libra energy. And sweet results await. Ooh, okay, so this is very difficult energy for you. So, and it's happening a little bit in the past. So at least there was an awakening for you guys to actually start saying and speaking your mind about what you need to speak it about, but also seeing the beauty in the moment. And being able to live in the moment is actually the lock and key for water signs in general to escape their own prison, the prison of their own brain, right? Is to be able to focus on the here and now. This does tell me that there's sort of a sense of, this is what I really want, right? This is what's really going to make me happy, to be able to identify it, to say what it is that, especially when it comes to relationship, because the hummingbird spirit animal is very Libra energy. It's being fascinated by the beauty of something, right? So it's like fascinated by the beauty of something, but this is being fascinated by the beauty of the moment, by acknowledging that there is something that is most important to you and being able to say it in the moment that it's most important to you, not holding it back, right? And there's an abundance that's coming from it. Could be an abundant opportunity. I don't know if this relationship started in a little bit in the past. It may not even be a relationship. Let's move on because I want to see what's here. Bring a gentle touch. This is a Virgo energy, so it's energy where you're cultivating things, you're growing things, you're working on something that's smaller, that started, it was newer. Time to collaborate. I don't know if you're collaborating with a Virgo. The person you're collaborating with is a Virgo. If you are part Virgo, one of your other placements is Virgo. But it's like basically it's Virgo energy. It's working on something, building on something, deciding to build something with somebody. Is this romantic? May not be. Could be a business partnership, could be a friendship, could be this is just the energy of I have got to get to work on something. And in this energy, it's a really good time to start really putting the grind on when it comes to your work. It always sounds unsexy to Scorpios. Bitch, please. The sexiest thing on earth is to feel how proud of yourself you are at the end of the day for resisting your own bullshit self and accomplishing more than you ever thought you could. There is nothing sexier. There's nothing that's going to turn on your mojo or get your juices flowing better than high self-esteem. And this is the shit that gets the high self-esteem, is like earning something, working through it, working for it, building it, seeing it happen, and seeing in the process how fucking amazing you are because you're pulling it off. That is the sexiest feeling. You never feel so good as the day that you realize that your hard work is paying off and that you took an opportunity that was presented to you and that you actually are grappling life by the balls. You never feel better. You never feel better. Magic works through you. This is Cancerian energy. And then truth transcends illusion. Ooh, I don't know if something's going on with the home and the house, but there's just a sense of, it could be like through your children or through your mother or your father. There's truth coming at you. There's truth coming to you through this fourth house energy of, listen, your family will tell you, your family will let you know, your family will let you know what they think. Your family's indication of a situation is helpful at this time, is what I'm saying. So what does that mean? You're the parent, you make decisions for your kids, and you're not a child, so you don't have to listen to your parents. But ultimately what I've learned is, if the people who love you the most and the people who are closest to you, so it don't have to be biological family, y'all, it's just the people you consider family, the people that are your home is your family. And if those people are not too keen on something, then you need to take, like sit the fuck back and think to yourself, like, well, if everybody that loves me, and I know loves me, is not too keen on this situation or not that excited for me, then maybe I need to take take stock in their opinions and, like, reassess the situation. So ultimately, there's just a sense of truth about family, truth about maybe having a family or developing a family, or do you want family? Do you even want to expand your family? Where do you want this to go? How do you want it to grow? This is truth and this is communication, and you're talking about this with somebody. It could even be a sit down of, we're leveling up in our relationship. Well, let's see if we're compatible, because if we both don't want kids, then guess what? It don't fucking matter, right? Like, it don't matter. We can fuck, but we ain't gonna stay together, because there's certain things that you can't push over, right? You can't make it work. And what I'm saying is that, let's put it this way. What I'm saying is the difference in you now is that you're not going to let yourself be pushed over because somebody else wants something. You now have the ability to say, you now have the ability and the strength of character to accept that, okay, we had a good time together, and I'm not even saying that I want to end this, but this is an incompatibility, and I'm not going to change who I am to force myself into a compatibility that is not actually true, right? It's not actually really me. It's not actually really what I want. My focus is on work. My focus is on what my desires are. My focus is on my opportunities. Like, that's where my focus is on right now, and it should be, because there's a sense of progress that comes through this, and being really honest where you stand on that family front is going to help you out a great deal, especially if this is concerning a relationship. Just spilling the news for you, baby. Just spilling the news. Scorpio. 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 Why doesn't a moon card want to come out for you guys? Scorpio. What? You better stop. Conclusions are within reach. And it's at your core. It's at the central energy. It's coming out right here, right now. I feel like, especially when we get really excited about something, like, oh my God, we think it's going to work out. We think it's going to work out. Whoa, we're singing. It's so beautiful. We're singing songs, and lovebirds are singing around us, and it's so beautiful. 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 And then all of a sudden we get to the reality of it. We get to the truth of it. And all of a sudden, why isn't it so beautiful anymore? It's a good question. Why isn't it so beautiful anymore? Because we could fall in love with an idea. And this is when truth transcends illusion. When you start to realize it's something regarding family. I don't know if it's kids, the kids you have, the kids you might want. It's something regarding family, Scorpio, that's making you see the truth and making you want to face it, because maybe you're just not willing to bend on this situation. You're not willing to, you're not willing to compromise certain things. Let's put it that way, right? And this doesn't necessarily mean a breakup, or it could just mean that, okay, now we got to get real, right? There's no more playing pretend anymore. So, Scorpio. Okay, let's see what came out backwards and try to make it move forward, but maybe we can't. Temptation is here. So this is overcoming temptation. And then this is choose wisely. Overcoming the temptation of not making a choice. Oh, yeah. We could just put it off, so that we don't have to decide. This is about seeing very clearly what it is that you have to decide. That holds you back, right? This sense of, I don't want to choose which direction I'm going to go. I don't want to do it yet. Procrastination, I think, would be the best word to sum it all up. And then sacrifice. You don't want to make a sacrifice. You don't want to give something up. I don't want to give this up. I tell you right now, it's because you already know you're going to have to. You already know that some shit ain't working out, Scorpio. And I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. This is you this week. This is what's so beautiful about this week. Beautiful about the full moon in Leo is that it's giving you this energy in your emotions. Emotionally, you're going to demand that you're listened to. You're going to demand that you're seen, that your emotions are seen, that your emotions are heard, that they're heard by you, which is the most important person to hear them, right? To not be ashamed of them or hide them or make them morph into something because they suit somebody else better. Because, oh, I want this person. But the only person you should ever want is this person. The motherfucker you see in the mirror. That's the only person you should ever want. Everybody else should have to belong there. Oh, we're going to get it out. We're going to get it out. Because this message was for you. It was for you. Triumph. Bam. Authority. Bam. Universe. You're about to break through. You're about to break through on mastering something, on becoming an expert in something. Maybe you're taking classes. Maybe you're leveling up. Maybe your hard work is paying off. It's got something to do with work because there's double Virgo here, right? A sense of who are you collaborating with? This is the best partnership in your life right now. The person that you're collaborating with in work is the best partnership right now. It's not romance. It really isn't. And that's good. Triumph, authority, universe. You're breaking through. You're leveling up. You're also doing the work that you have to do. I guess it's the throat chakra. There's just this sense of doing the work that you have to do and accepting the work that you have to do in order to attain the level of expertise that you want to attain or you want to be seen for. No, cutting corners. And then we have, it's coming up, yin, deep knowing, soulmates, and time for a nap. What the hell does that mean? That's a good question. Let me think about it. Give me a second. Yin, leave space. This is also a sense of feminine energy. Receiving. Receiving what? Receiving deep understanding and deep knowing that you have to leave space, Scorpio. You must leave space for the right situation, the right person to come in. This could even be taking a little bit of a break when it comes to a relationship, a romantic relationship that you have in your life. A sense of maybe we just need to ease up on it a little bit because I need to focus. I need to double down on my focus right now. Remember, y'all, don't freak the fuck out. This is a weekly reading, right? I don't know what the energy is going to be next week, but in the energy this week, it is going to be, this is what the energy reading is about, to let you know how to use this energy best. Maybe take a little time out, take a little bit of respite, or relax because you're starting to be like, oh, you know what? I don't have to freak out so much. This relationship is kind of like settling into itself. So maybe I don't have to give it as much energy as I was simply because I do need to put my energy someplace else. And you're maybe able to maybe ease up, maybe trust it a little bit, or just maybe there's a sense of understanding that I need to stop the whole concept of love and prioritizing relationships, looking for a soulmate, and I got to start prioritizing getting shit done. Like think of Papa Saturn, right? This sense of get shit done. It's a get shit done week because that's how you will win the most. That's how you will really, really push forward, is by getting shit done. Get her done, man. Could this be a relationship that I'm working on, Michelle? No. Enough. It's a deprioritize the fucking relationship week. And I know it's Valentine's Day week. But also it's a sense of how much have you given up or how much have you sacrificed of yourself to allow yourself to stay in this relationship. And when you stop sacrificing that much of yourself, does the relationship even work anymore? Let's look about it. It's a good question, right? That's what you come here for me for. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. This is in the past, and be the light. It seems like in the past, things were going really well for you. There was this sense of or maybe this was a project that you started in the past, but there was a sense of really being hyped or psyched about something that you were going to start in the past, but I feel like you got off-roaded, right? Or derailed a little bit by another, like an interruption. Oh, I better take this. I better grab it. It's in front of me. Listen, if it's for you, it ain't going nowhere. Because this was this potential in the past. Be the light. This potential to expand, maybe even help others. Could have been a project where you're helping something or starting to be a healer. Some of y'all could have been like some kind of healer. Maybe you were learning how to be some kind of a healer, some kind of holistic or homeopathic healer, or maybe you were starting to work on this. Maybe you were actually starting to work on actual medicine. Whatever it was, Scorpio, it's coming up in the past, but it's also a sense of, but I want to get back to this. Right? I want to get back to that place. All right. Hold on. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, you breaking those chains. Bondage and trust is both in reverse. There's just a sense of not trusting something that's trying to hold you down. And that's kind of like, that's your cue, Scorpio. Like, that's your major, it's a major cue. It's how the universe is saying to you, this is not a good situation to be in, because you're starting to feel trapped in it. You're starting to feel you're just starting to feel trapped, and that's how you know you can't trust it. Flame of inspiration is here. She's looking back. These bitches are looking at each other. You were inspired a while ago by this, and it could even be that your attention was to something, and then you met somebody and you were very distracted and you got all into them, and now all of a sudden it's like you're remembering who the fuck you were. You're coming out of the romance stage and you're getting back into your reality. I am truth, putting yourself first. Also saying, but I do deserve this, right? If other people can have it, why can't I too? Let's go to tarot. I will see you guys soon.